Parker, just how do you just put into words what you just witnessed and what your team just accomplished?
I don't think you can really put it into words what this team has gone through and what we were able to battle through. And the two words that just come to my mind are resilience and endurance. They became a family, and you just got to outlast things and stick with it. And I know the responsibility and the gratitude we feel to be able to be the first team to bring a USHL championship to the city of Muskegon, and that's a pretty special thing. And it was heavy on us, in Game 4 we wanted to be able to do it for all our home crowd who came out, but we've always kind of gone and taken the hard road. And coming back here, I was just so proud of the guys. That day after Game 4, you could just tell that they were focused, and we weren't leaving here without the Clark Cup, and that's what we're doing. I'm sure for Smabes it's the same, but it was very fitting. It was two incredible teams. Waterloo it could have gone either way, and it was destined to be us two. It was destined to be Game 5, and destined to go to overtime. And at that point, I think our entire staff and players actually felt more comfortable and confident tonight than we did in Game 4. We felt a lot of pressure and nerves, I thought, and just being on the road, you just get to be together and have dinners and meetings, and you ignore a lot of the noise and just focus on just enjoying it. Like, it's kidding me, like how hard it is to get here and to hear that crowd. And being here for games 1 and 2, we were able to kind of settle in and understand what we were up against. And you look at Jack Christ, he wasn't a guy that was in the lineup every day at the start of the year. And in an era where kids are always, maybe grass is greener, or when they go through adversity, it's point fingers at elsewhere. He had confidence and believed in himself and chose to stick it out and grind through, and found a way to be an everyday player for us. And he worked his way up. Like it started at the 13th forward, and then on the 4th line, and in on the penalty kill, and then just believing in himself and putting the work in. He finds himself in a pretty significant role here throughout the playoffs, and those are the guys that you need. Everybody, there's all the big guns and stuff, but he went out and had a fucking hat trick today. Like, how crazy is that? And just so happy for him. And Clee, who started his career here, I could go on and on, but I'm just so proud of him.
Back to Chris, has he practiced that silly all year long? It seemed like he had that thing ready to go.
I just saw that, and that has to be the Minnesota high school in him a little bit. Like, I think you see that at the state tournament. But hey, if you score the game winner in overtime in Game 5 of the Clark Cup for your hat trick goal, I think you can do whatever the heck you want at that point.
That's what I would say. I mean, he seemed automatic today. Just everything he was doing seemed to work. I mean, a great play on the final to follow that shot up. I mean, how important was that to have a guy that was just so automatic, and how easy was it to throw him over the boards at the time?
Yeah, I think as a coach, you gotta, when you see a player that's feeling it the way he was feeling it, you're just trying to find ways to get him on the ice, and got him out there in overtime, and ends the series, ends the season. So it's awesome.
The goal that was taken back.
Yep.
Did you agree with that call? And were you kind of afraid that the game would go the way it did once the goal was way gone?
No, of course I didn't agree with the call, but that's been happening to us all year. And so the messaging on the bench is no matter what happens, just stick to it. But, that would have been a 2-goal swing for us. And then, 2 minutes later, they go back and score. And that's hockey sometimes. I think we've all seen that script. You get a grade A chance or something happens and they turn around. But we settle things down going into the third. And, we won the first period. They won the second. We tied the third. And it came down to one play. Simple as that. So proud of our guys for working through that. And it's an awesome feeling.
Yeah, just wanted to ask you about, adding to the legacy of the hockey history of Muskegon. And obviously there's been multiple leagues, multiple teams, but now you've brought the first USHL championship. I mean, just what does it mean to the city, and what does it mean for you to create, your own legacy as part of that?
It means everything. I like... Yeah, they've backed us through the hard times, and to be able to put a banner up and celebrate with them when we get back is pretty special stuff. We're going to enjoy it for sure, and we're bringing that trophy back for them too. appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys so much.